Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack. Welcome to the top 5 series. Now, normally when I do these videos, I love to leave it up to you guys. Love, that's a loose term. I leave it up to you guys to decide what we do for that week's top 5 episode. However, I want to do something a little bit different that doesn't involve the poll for this week's episode, because you guys might have heard the news that Jeff Kaplan himself did say that he would love to have any single one of his Overwatch characters be a playable fighter in Smash Bros. Ultimate. And that was huge news. In fact, I already made a video talking about that. And that's not what this video is supposed to cover. This video is supposed to literally cover the top 5 best candidates from Overwatch to be a playable fighter in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, two things I want to quickly get out of the way before we get deeper into the video. One, if you're from the Smash Bros. Community, this list is just for fun. I'm fully aware that most of these characters probably won't be in Smash Bros. Ultimate, especially when you have characters like Sora or Steve that are extremely desired from the Smash Bros. Community. I just wanted to look at how the transition would be from Overwatch character to Smash Bros. Character. And the second thing I want to mention goes towards the Overwatch community, and that is not every single hero can transition as easy into Smash Bros. Ultimate, because there are so many things that you need to consider in the Smash Bros. Universe. What are their projectiles going to consist of? Are they going to have a double jump or a bunch of jumps like Kirby? What's the ledge grab distance? And what's their final smash going to look like? Those are just a few out of millions of things that you really consider when making a fighter in Smash Bros. Ultimate. And when you start to look at the very vanilla heroes in Overwatch like Widowmaker or Ashe, it's kind of hard because there's not a lot of things that you can really work around or at least have unique abilities. Sure, you can make any character punch and grab someone, but when you look at characters like Villager or Pac-Man, they have unique abilities that are special to their respective games. And that's what I'm really looking for when transitioning from Overwatch character into Smash Bros. Character. So let's get it started. Beginning our list at number 5 is a hero that I would hate to see in Smash, but I know it would work out perfectly because there's already so many aspects about this hero in Ultimate, and that's gonna be Hanzo. Hanzo is a very vanilla hero on the surface, but the thing that makes him very distinct compared to these other gun heroes is his bow and arrow, and something that's already in Smash Bros. Ultimate as shown with the links, but more importantly with the pits, is a bow and arrow type character. And some might say, oh, this is literally just a clone of Pit. Two things I will have to say. One, no. The Pit has wings, and plus Pit already has a clone character. And the second thing is that there's so many swordsmen in Smash Bros. Ultimate, and there's very few bow and arrow heroes, or characters rather. I might say that a few times in this video. So what's another bow and arrow character gonna do to the game? It's gonna add a little bit more variety, because I'm sure it wouldn't be a copy and paste of Pit as terms of Hanzo and Pit. I'm sure Sakurai and his team would be able to make distinct differences between Pit and, I guess, Dark Pit and Hanzo, to where they're very different characters. Yes, they both wield a bow and arrow and both probably fight with the bow and arrow, as you see with Pit. He doesn't really fight with the arrow, he uses it more or less as a sword, but with Hanzo, I think the distinct difference here is that that would be his main shtick. Think of Link with a bow and arrow, but like that's how you do most of your damage, from projectile bow and arrows. Plus, he already fits the mold of the double jump characters because he's already kind of able to do that, and he already has a storm arrow, so that could be maybe a side B ability where he's able to shoot 3 arrows, all 3 less damage, but still being able to fire more arrows. But more importantly, with his final smash, think of Mario's final smash with his fireballs and being able to like cover a majority of the map. Have that same style, but with Hanzo's dragons as his final smash. I think that would be so dope and fit in so well, man. Even though I hate Hanzo, he fits the mold perfectly of a Smash Bros. Character. Next up for the number 4 spot, we got a big boy. We got someone that is honestly kind of inspired from a fighting character, not from Smash, but for Mortal Kombat. So why not have him in Smash Bros. If we're gonna have a character in there? And I decided for the number 4 spot, it would be Roadhog. If you guys don't know, Roadhog has a slight nod to Scorpion from the Mortal Kombat series, where every single time he gets nano boosted, he says, come over here, where Scorpion, he says, get over here. I just thought that was a cute little fun fact that I would mention. But I want to have a little bit of variety with this list, because the majority of these characters could be super speedy fast boys, where this boy, this big boy, is obviously a tank. Not only in Overwatch, but also in Smash Bros. Ultimate. What I'm really going for is a King K. Rool type character with a chic chain screen grab. If you're gonna make Roadhog into a Smash Bros character, you have to consider his chain hook, because that's his main deal in Overwatch, so it's probably gonna be his main deal in Ultimate. I don't really know if it's gonna be game breaking, because again, that's CCing in Smash Bros Ultimate, and I don't really know how effective that is, if it's super effective or ineffective, but in Roadhog's case, it's gonna be his main thing. And then for some neutral stuff, like when you press B, you can shoot his scrap gun, or maybe your projectile could be his gas canister, but more importantly, what his final smash could be is sort of like how Jigglypuff's is, where he's gonna be able to expand, but he's gonna be able to walk and just crush a bunch of people. I mean, he's fat, he's big, so what are you gonna make his final smash around? Him being fat, and I think that would be the most simple Smash Bros character out of this list, but I think it would be a fun one at the end of the day. It might be game breaking, but hey, I don't design Smash, okay? I just think of some stupid ideas. Now at the middle of our list is a character that I think most people would expect to be a Smash Bros character from the Overwatch series, because she's literally the cover art girl of the game. It would be a little bit hard to design unique abilities around her, but we could think of some ideas. But at number 3, it's Tracer. Jeff Kaplan himself did say that out of all the characters, he would want Tracer because that's the mascot. That's Overwatch. Basically, when you think of Overwatch, you think of Tracer if you're outside of the Overwatch community. But when you think of Smash Bros abilities for Tracer, it's a little bit hard, but here's my thoughts. What I'm really going for when it comes to Tracer is someone who's super speedy, super annoying, and super hard to hit, but doesn't have a lot of KO capabilities, at least not after like 120 or 150%. So the characters that she would be most comparable to is someone like Pikachu, because Pikachu already kind of has a blink ability where every single time he falls off the ledge, he's able to just Pika up air, and then he's able to get back onto the ledge. Same idea with Tracer. She's able just to blink around the map. She would have maybe a limited amount of blinks. I'm not really too sure as terms of the gameplay mechanics, but she would also still keep her time traveling ability. I don't know if it would restore HP, but it could definitely help her just get back to the ledge, but also get back to a vantage point, maybe just onto the higher ground. That's kind of similar like how Zelda's ability is, where she's able to just to get back to the high ledge. It's not really time traveling, it's just really traveling, I guess, at that point. They would just have to work around it to make it still unique to Tracer, but still be viable in game. But other things that you want to consider when it comes to Tracer being a fighter is, what about her pulse bomb? While this isn't the most unique thing about her, I really think of her blink abilities when it comes to her, it's still something that can work, because when you look at someone like Snake, he has so many explosives and they're just normal abilities. So I really want Tracer's pulse bomb to be a normal ability, not really her final smash, because, well, how else could she really do damage other than just some punches and kicks? Well, with her pulse bomb. And of course, for her final smash, something that I want to do takes a page right out of Supersonic's book, because I literally want her just to blink across the map and do a bunch of damage. It's so simple, but it's still Tracer's thing. You're still taking her blink ability and doing something that has already been kind of done before, but it's still unique to Tracer in a sense. But now for the number 2 spot, it's a character that is literally a punchy punch boy that would fit in perfectly with the brawling aspect of Smash Bros Ultimate. And this is going to be none other than our favorite boy, Doomfist. I know I said at the beginning you can make any character punch and kick, but that's literally all you would need to do for Doomfist. You just gotta take advantage of his Doomfist abilities and design some punches or some melee attacks around that. And the two characters that Doomfist would closely represent is Little Mac, who is not very good, especially off the edge, but more importantly, Captain Falcon. Falcon Punch, Doomfist Punch. All you Smash Bros players, you know how beautiful of a match this would be. It might be a clone, but who cares? Yeah, his big finishing move would clearly be a Doomfist Punch, which I think is the only thing that you need convincing for Doomfist to be a good playable character. But other things that you could also consider is his Seismic Slam and Uppercut. Sort of like how Little Mac is, every single time he's off the ledge, Doomfist can just uppercut back onto the ledge, Seismic Slam for more melee damage. I don't know if he would be building shield like he does in game. If you guys don't know, every single time you do melee damage, you are able to build your health meter. I don't think that ability would really transition well into Ultimate, but still something that you can consider. But the other thing that you also want to think about is his final smash. I just thought this would be a fun thing that I would talk about with each and every single character, but when it comes to Doomfist, just take his ultimate and make it his final smash. Seismic Slam onto the ground, where if you're in the center, you basically die, but the farther away you are from the circle, it just tickles you. But now, boys and girls, we got a character that I don't think enough people are talking about to be a potential Smash Bros Ultimate fighter. fighter. And why not? Because he's perfect. That's why he's the #1 character on this list. And at the #1 spot for the best Overwatch character to potentially be in Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's our favorite weeb character, Genji. Everybody loves weeb stuff from both of these communities. Overwatch eats up Genji in more ways than one, and in Smash, everybody loves the weeb stuff. So this would be a match made in heaven. This would be the perfect character on the surface. But as terms of the fighter, this would be even more perfect than the cringy weeb stuff that already people are falling in love with. You already have projectiles with his stars, plus you have a dash ability that can potentially get him back onto the ledge or just do some damage. Think of Fox or Falco's dash ability, but just with Genji. But more importantly, let's talk about his Dragon Blade, his ultimate, and how that would transition into Smash Bros. Ultimate. An easy way that I can transition really any single ultimate into Smash, but more specifically with Genji, is sort of like how Joker is right now, where he's able to build that bar up over time, and whenever he calls in his persona, he has that thing behind him. I don't really know what it's called. So when you think about Genji, he has that same sort of idea. He's able to build that bar or circle, whatever they have, and the longer he plays or the more damage that he plays, he's going to be able to call onto his Dragon Blade and have that be his ability where he does a bunch of damage. So it adds a little bit of a skill gap in Smash where, yeah, you can do some damage with your projectile, but you have to do a majority of your damage with your Dragon Blade. And you can only get your Dragon Blade if you actually learn how to do the fundamentals with his projectile and fighting abilities. And what Genji's final smash could be in Ultimate would be very simple, because you basically turn his main thing, his main damage deal, into a regular ability. It's just have a very swift strike that does a bunch of damage, but in slow motion. And if he misses, then he misses. It takes a little bit of skill. I think that would compensate for how much damage you already do in game, where this final smash, it still does a lot, but not the majority of your damage. And it would still look really cool and be very fitting for Genji. And I think that would be the perfect Smash Bros. Character along with these other options. But like most of these top 5 videos, I want to hear what you think. Who do you think could be a great character in Smash Bros. Ultimate from the Overwatch series? Whether you're from the Overwatch community or the Smash community, I would love to know. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.